Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another Invincible reaction for you guys. This is Season 2, Episode 6. I cannot wait to dive into this episode because Episode 5 ended on this massive couple of cliffhangers. Like, it was just like, what? And then it ends, of course. And then it, of course, comes back a little bit with the mid-credit scene with Alan the Alien is now back and revealing, I forget his name, once again, apologies, Peter Cullen's character, aka Optimus Prime. Like, that voice is so iconic. He reveals he's a Viltrumite, and he has basically excommunicated himself and has basically rebelled against it, and now he's like, I need Invincible to come here. He's the key to everything. He's the key to turn this all around against the Viltrumites and all that. A lot of stuff went down. They really just packed a lot of stuff into the returning episode of Season 2 of Invincible, this now beginning of what's now called Part 2 of Season 2. I cannot wait to dive in, so let's just not waste any time, guys. Let's get into now. I'm excited as hell. Let's go. Let's do it. What?
Guardians! Protect them! You could have been useful servants. We will grant you death.
I'm not as strong as Eve, but I can keep them away for a few minutes. A few minutes is all I need. Please, hurry! Someone, anyone, give it to me!
Don't fail.
Go.
No. Shape smash? I can't.
Ooh. Come on. Ooh.
We told you we were too powerful.
Oh.
He's still alive?
Perhaps you're too stupid to realize this, but you're supposed to.
I said, shut up!
I mean, he deserves it.
I'm fine. Totally good.
Wait, what? She's alive? What?
Jeez.
Oh my god.
You saved us from the Sequids.
Yeah.
For that we are grateful.
But
You're welcome. Look, we gotta go.
This is all you're doing. You must
he
remain
has to
here
stay.
for punishment.
What kind of punishment?
Which button fires back?
I don't know. I've only been inside one of these ones.
That's one way to do it.
Sorry.
It was amazing.
Thanks.
Let's see if we can do this without you peeing on me again. Thank you for the update, Cecil. Because a top secret government lab is the perfect place to raise a child.
No, it's
We paint
not.
clouds
That's
on
good
the ceiling.
sarcasm.
This child is Mark's brother. His only brother, which makes him family to me too.
Uh-oh.
Confirmation. Okay, so duplicate. Wow. It's crazy what they've done with this show and these characters. Oh, wait. What?
Good job, Oliver.
Oliver?
Mark.
You named him after Grandpa?
Well, he
That's
needed an
nice.
actual name.
We were seeing this in the trailers. I'm like, who's dead? Not realizing.
Kate Chow
Wow.
was a fearless warrior. Her unwavering belief that this world is good. Why do I feel this way, Marcus?
Because you loved her, man.
Yeah, that's why.
I loved many others before Kate.
I honestly thought that maybe there was a chance that, you know, there's another version of her that didn't go or something.
She chews his food?
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
It turns
Well,
out Thraxan babies don't have enzymes to break down solid food.
I missed you.
At least they're still trying. I feel like it's not going to work out, but that's just me.
I hate lying to them, Mark. And I have no one to talk to about it. I mean, sure, there's William, but he's more your friend than mine. But you do have powers. And that means you have an obligation to make the world a better place. And if you didn't feel that way, we wouldn't be dating to begin with.
Mark, look who's back.
Whoa, Rick.
Oh,
Well, you look like shit.
And that's coming from a guy that looks like this. I saw my life flash before my eyes. Yeah, that's always sounded like bullshit to me too, but it's not.
I just ran into Mark. And
Ugh, I know, right? He and Amber are...
Oh.
wait, what does that mean?
You've been a nanny for 30 years.
Oh no.
Should
Trying to
have
get a
been
nanny?
outside.
Oh no.
Hi, I'm April Howsam, here for the nanny position. No, before we begin, you should know that Cecil sent me. I have extensive experience working with gifted children ranging from newborns to late teens.
So you know that Oliver is...
Half Thraxan, half Viltrumite. There's only a handful of people in the world with my skill set.
Mama boss.
See? Oliver knows who's in charge.
I'm still figuring out what kind of hero I want to be, and that's not the kind of person you need on the Guardians.
I'll leave you to your guest now.
What guest?
Oh, this dude. Okay.
I actually came to talk, but if you're busy, I can...
What's on your mind?
It feels like the universe is conspiring against us.
Ugh, it doesn't matter if you're a superhero or an ordinary Joe. Relationships aren't easy.
Whether it's a tsunami or some psycho with rocket launchers for arms, when bad things happen, Mark has to drop everything and go. He's saving the world. It's not that. But it makes me feel like a
Jerk. She deserves better.
They're gonna break up.
If you guys can't always be together, then make the times you are together count.
what it's like dating a superhero. I can't talk to anyone about it. Not my friends, not my family.
Yeah,
So now
this
I'm
is
the liar
obvious what's
instead of
happening
him.
here.
Read my books.
Why did he say that?
I don't
Go
know.
find 'em.
My mom threw out all his stuff when I was away.
He wrote sci-fi novels under a pen name when you were a kid.
What?
None of them sold great, so he gave it up.
Lost inside the chasm to oblivion. Hate tribes on the planet Wreck.
Who am I if I can't even remember what I'm missing?
Fair point.
Rick, I'm so sorry. He was a mystery. The stuff of legends. Stories about him
Stretched across the 12 galaxies, but it required a steady hand. And more importantly, a steady mind.
Was he implying there's a weapon like that
Savage
somewhere?
planet, savage beasts.
The planet was so dense and its pull so strong we could barely move. But the planet had other plans. Ragnar's.
Holy shit.
Overwhelmed. I've battled creatures 10 times their size.
Damn.
No way.
What?
You and a long
Go on a
overdue
vacation. Exactly,
from
vacation.
the house. Kate's death was difficult for everyone, but I need you.
I said I'm fine!
Donald.
Oh, it's not immortal, it's Alan.
Invincible C lived again.
Get out of my head!
Hey, I am
Very
not for a
aggressive.
fight. I'm just looking for Invincible.
Invincible! Omni-Man sent you!
No.
I'll kill you! We just met!
We just met.
Invincible!
Did Alan attack you or threaten you?
Oh, good question. Mark wants to know if I attacked you or threatened you, which I totally didn't.
What's going on here? Partying and shit? She's gonna delete it. Yep.
Good now.
You know, on my planet, sock on the door means
Well.
somebody's fucking.
Yeah, it's the same here.
Viltrumites are weird about killing their own people. I think because it doesn't happen much anymore. On behalf of Thetis and the Coalition of Planets, I am to
What you
escort
do?
you to Telestria to discuss our war against the Viltrum Empire. This could be our chance to end Viltrumite tyranny for good. Isn't that what you want?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
I should get going. Thetis will not be happy with me.
Maybe I can help with that. Well, it's Space Rider in the book.
It's Space Racer in real life, and he is legendary in that no one is sure if he's real or
I
not.
think everything in these books is real.
Yes.
And it's all stuff that can hurt Viltrumites.
That's handy.
All right, got it.
In order for a Viltrumite to
shit.
be executed, he must be healed and whole. There is a path to redemption. Rejoin your
shit.
people, Nolan.
Let this not be your legacy. You conquered hundreds of planets, brought glory to the Empire. You were one of our greatest warriors.
Oh no, oh no.
What's the occasion for such a fine suit?
I'm visiting an old friend.
Whoa. And there you have it, guys. This episode was more so about Mark and Amber's relationship and the kind of struggles and everything. But then there's, of course, other things as well that's kind of happening that are furthering the storyline. Of course, we continued where we left off at the end of episode 5, too, where, like, literally all this cliffhanger shit was happening back to back to back to back to back. Like, all this stuff, and then boom, credits. And then the reveal that, and Alan said his name, but I forget his name. Sorry, Peter Cullen's character, the Viltrumite reveal and everything, Optimus Prime, he's a Viltrumite and everything. So all that happened, and then we continued here to where we think, for the first couple of minutes, oh, we destroyed this colony of these alien species that were basically coming to infiltrate Earth from Mars. And then, of course, at the very end of the episode, we see the freaking astronaut has swallowed one in the process of being taken over, and it survived being taken out by these blasts and everything, and he coughed it up, and then it attached to himself. So here's the thing, it's only one, though. It's only one. So can they reproduce on their own? Maybe they've already confirmed that, but if they can reproduce on its own, then it's going to be a major issue. If it gets about clone itself or something, because there's only one, as far as we know. Maybe there's more in his system that we're not aware of. I don't know. But anyways, the storyline's not over. It's not done. Now, we cut to the Rex side of things, because he literally had a gun to his head, and he gets shot in the head, and he somehow still survives. Somehow. I honestly thought that they just killed off all 3 characters. But it turns out Duplicate, Kate, is the only one who actually died, because Rex somehow survived and he's recovering. And I think they called her Ray, but the other hero that had basically went into that bigger guy's body and was trying to expand within him and that we thought died, she basically was on death's door. But Duplicate is dead. And I remember in the trailers we saw footage and we saw, a bit of the funeral, wondering who it was, and I think people already were guessing certain characters because they weren't in the shot. I'm trying to remember if they put Duplicate in the shot of the trailer to throw us off or something. I don't know, but regardless, she's actually gone. And I don't think they're going to bring her back. I feel like this is a permanent death. At least that's my thinking. We've had permanent deaths before, but people have come back. Of course, Immortal, he's come back. But I feel like with Duplicate, this is it. Like, I know that, Donald or whatever, he was brought back as like a robotic thing or whatever. I don't think we're going to have her back because her powers were connected to her DNA, and I'm assuming if they brought her back as a robot, she wouldn't be able to duplicate herself. So yeah, I was still under the impression that maybe there was some reveal that maybe one of them was left behind or something, and she left a version of a copy of her behind just in case something was to happen. And no, she did not. She literally went there risking it. So it's brutal. It is. The main part of the episode really is Mark and Amber's dynamic and their relationship and how it's kind of falling apart. So since Mark doesn't have his father to go to, he goes to, I forget his name, but it's Mark Hamill's character, the guy who creates all the superhero suits essentially. And he gives Mark the books. So the books he was talking about wasn't like diaries or whatever. It's these novels that his father wrote, which I never would have thought it'd be novels, but it's novels that his father wrote about these planets and characters. And it turns out these are actually real things, like real people, or at least the idea of real people. But it really is hinting at what can hurt and kill Viltrumites, what can turn the tides. So he was blatantly writing down how to actually fight and kill him and the rest of his people. Because I think he was maybe seeing that because maybe Omni-Man, even though he was making bad decisions, he killed off their version of the Justice League at the very beginning of the show, the first episode, and did all this stuff and was going crazy and basically doing what he was tasked to do with Earth, and even almost killing his son in the process at the end of season 1. He was probably still thinking, maybe there's a way out of this, maybe I don't want to be a part of this, and of course he was fighting back against Viltrumites at the end of part 1 of season 2 and episode 4. Like, he was literally fighting back and killing Viltrumites. And now he's in a prison. We actually get to see a little bit of that at the end, and he doesn't even respond to him. Like he's like saying, "Why would you do this? Like you conquered hundreds of planets," and he wouldn't even speak. He would not even respond to this guy. So, man, intense stuff. So, I think I'm right. I think Mark and Amber are not going to work out. I think it's pretty damn obvious. And I feel like look, for me, I'm not really big into romance in my storytelling in the shows that I watch or movies. I understand it is a very important part of, you know, people's lives. Of course, I have a wife and everything. I understand the part of romance and relationships and all that kind of stuff. But for me, I'm more so into other kinds of drama and other kinds of character interactions and things like that than romance necessarily, because a lot of times romance is just kind of there just to be there. But for this, we needed this time, even though I felt like, okay, we get it, they're not going to be sticking together because Amber's talking to Eve, and Mark is talking to I forget his name once again. Sorry, the guy who makes all the superhero suits and who's been around for a bit and is kind of giving him advice. And the cutting back and forth is really good in that giant scene where they're talking and then it's cutting to the next person, going back and forth between Amber and Mark, responding and saying certain things. It was very well done in terms of that. It's obvious they're gonna break up. Now, it could be they're gonna fake us out and they're actually gonna stay together and find a way to make it work. But I don't think there's a way to make this work. I feel like they've already reached a point where, like, she's like, I don't even know anymore, you know? And they're like, and they both, Eve and that guy was saying to them is like, well, why are you here when you could be talking to them, when you could be spending time with each other? Why are you here talking to me? So, and the fact is, he didn't go. He's in college. He's in the room talking to Alan about what's going on and everything, and unfortunately has to refuse going back to space because he doesn't want to go, because he just only came back twice for being in space for so long. But she's at a party, clearly in college, somewhere in the building or something, and he's not there. And she doesn't send the I miss you message. I think it's implying it's over, which, it's okay. It's okay. Also, too, we now have a name for his brother, Oliver, which is named after, I guess, Mark's grandfather. And we have a new babysitter that apparently has basically raised and helped, basically raise special, actually called special kids, basically kids with superpowers. And she made like, Cecil sent me, but you're the boss. He's not the boss, you're the boss. And Oliver's talking a little bit. He's talking a little bit, which is interesting. Okay. So there is some stuff going on here in terms of things we're definitely looking forward to in terms of the alien Mars thing is not done yet, obviously. Clearly there's more stuff going on there. Alan the alien now has the information from these books to kind of decipher, to find out what exactly, because this invincible ray or whatever, or whatever was it, like that ray that we saw in that kind of like story thing he used and destroyed a sun or whatever. It's like, don't know what weapon that is, but it's gotta be real, maybe. But anyways, what you think of the episode? I think this episode was pretty solid. Definitely not as good in my opinion as episode 5, but I still had a good time with the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'm curious to know what you thought about the episode, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.